Good afternoon everyone, welcome back to the channel. Bit of a different setup. I'm still in the bedroom in the new flat. I'm actually at my desk because I am working from home properly now. I'm not just like calling in and getting paid to do nothing. So that's the crack. It is also boiling, which is why I'm just like wearing a little bralette. But you can't see any titties, so we're gonna keep it PG. Or as PG as we can. I just wanted to give you a quick little update just while I'm on my lunch break about what's going on in my last video. So you would have seen, should I turn that music down? Okay Google, stop. You would have seen from my last video that I am exploring the route of bariatric surgery, which basically is weight loss surgery. I came to that decision just from speaking to my doctor. 2 seconds. Now there we go. I came to that decision from speaking to my doctor. Basically, I rang the doctor about my medication because with lockdown and stuff, I have been struggling to leave the house. Like, I can make plans to go out, and then as soon as it gets to getting ready to go, the anxiety starts to build, and then it gets worse, and by the time I've actually just reached outside, it's just like I can't do it. It makes us want to clam up just talking about it, but I just can't do it. Me and Lenny have had multiple arguments about it because Lenny, obviously, it upsets him. He's in the next room. I've had a few meltdowns. And it's just overwhelming, pretty much. But I rang the doctor to speak to him about it, and I said, like, look, I am struggling to leave the house. My medication isn't working. I feel quite low, and it's the anxiety. Like, the thing is that I've spoken to people who they're okay in their general mood, but then as soon as they go outside or as soon as they have a certain trigger, they get anxious and they have a panic attack. And sorry, I've got something in my lip gloss. And with that, they was prescribed medication that basically calms you down within the panic. Do you know what I mean? So it's not like to prevent it, it's like, okay, we can't really necessarily prevent it, but here's what we can do to help while you're doing that. So does that make sense? So yeah, so just to give you a rundown of the medication I've been on, I'm just quickly checking the time because I don't have loads. I've been on fluoxetine, I've been on citalopram and sertraline, and what else? Something else, and I'm now prescribed mirtazapine, which is something that helps you sleep. The original like 15mg dose did not help with my sleep, did not help with my mood. If anything, it made me feel worse. The doctor has referred me on to a psychiatrist again to talk about medication because I am still quite young. So they're doing that, but he in the meantime has upped my medication dosage to 30mg of mirtazapine. I've got some in lip gloss again. I've taken it, it knocks me out, like it's a scary thing. Not like being on it, but like you get really, really tired and you go to sleep. But I was having conversations that I didn't even remember having. Telling them I need to hurry up to get into bed because he'd come in the bedroom, and apparently I was like, get into bed, I'm tired. And I've passed him stuff in the middle of the night and not even realised. Like, we had a bottle of Pepsi down by the bed and I went to get a drink for it in the morning and he was like, you passed it to us last night, do you not remember? And I was like, no. And then I just couldn't get out of bed in the morning. I was literally like, had my desk set up, I was literally climbing out of bed, not even like making myself any breakfast, getting a drink, sitting down on the chair that's next to the table, like next to the desk, and just putting my headset on, and that was it. Wasn't really even paying attention, sleeping on my breaks. So I had to put a stop to that really quickly. I spoke to the dietitian. She wants me to lose 5% of my body fat within the next, my body weight within the next 3 months, and I have an appointment with her very soon. I have concerns, pretty much. Essentially, I'm heavier than what they think I am, and that's based off of the last time they weighed us. I am heavier. So that worries us, because if I do lose weight, but I'm still over the weight that they have, are they going to think that I've just put on weight? So there's that. I've been prescribed some tablets that help with weight loss, which I think I mentioned in the last video. I've been on them before. I've never lost any weight on them before, I don't think. I wasn't given them for a long amount of time. And then there's just the whole thing of like, people expect us to have this like big plan in mind, like do 40 minutes of exercise a day or 2 hours of exercise a day and work off all the calories that I've eaten and eat like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's stuff like that. And yes, I do have a plan. I know what I should be eating, I know how much I should be eating, I know that I should be doing exercise and stuff, but I just don't, I feel like people are kind of getting at me and not realising what's going on in my head. So that's stressful. I got a letter from the consultant to say that I've got an appointment on the 18th of August, which is good, it's quite quick, to be honest. I've joined a couple of groups on Facebook for support and they are great, but at the minute there's not a lot going on. As well as that, I've had other things that have happened. I was having pain with my teeth, pretty much. If, like, I don't go delve into my dental care, but I've had a lot of problems with my teeth over the years. I smashed my front teeth off a chair when I was younger. I've had fillings, obviously, and basically at Christmas, one of my fillings came out, and then on the other side, one of my teeth chipped. I don't know whether it was because of what I was eating or what, but it chipped and I noticed it and I didn't do anything. And then a few months ago I noticed the chip got bigger, and then it started to get painful, and I noticed that the chip in the tooth was like right down nearly to the gum. And it started getting painful over the last few weeks, so I was like, what do? I don't know about the dentists. With COVID, you can still get an appointment to see the dentist. It's an emergency appointment. The dentist officially reopened on the 8th of June, but they're not open for normal practice. When I went, obviously they were all in the PPE stuff. It was like, sanitize your hands, don't use the toilet. There's no cash or payment in the dentist, it's all over the phone. And when I spoke to them, he's like, yeah, we can't drill into people's teeth, we can't do any normal thing. The only thing that we're doing is either giving advice on the phone, taking payments or extractions or temporary fillings if we need to, which is not, it's not drilling, it's basically they just stick a bit of stuff in your tooth and like off you fuck basically. So the option I had with this one, it's a back tooth, was pretty much have it temporary filled, and then if that didn't cause any problems, go back once everything had opened and have a root canal and have loads of other stuff done, and then a crown and things. And I was like, how expensive is that? Or it could cause a problem if I have the temporary filling. I could have to go somewhere else to have it drilled into, then a temporary filling, and then like all the other stuff. And I was like, no, my pocket don't need it. So the other option was to have it pulled out for £23. So I was like, right, pull it out. It took a while for him to pull it out. I was panicked. He had clowns painted on the ceiling. And yeah, it came out no bother. Then that started the nightmare. Immediately after the anaesthetic stuff wore off, I was in agony. And I know how, I've had teeth pulled before. I know how it hurts. So I was like, it just hurts. Somewhere along the line, basically, the blood clot, it sounds disgusting when you say that, but the blood clot that's supposed to form just to help it heal and to stop you from just pissing blood everywhere, either didn't form or was dislodged.
If you're squeamish, please look away now. Also, this is Caroline in the future. I am going to be inserting some pictures, so I apologise if you are grossed out.
And didn't come back. So I developed something called dry socket. When it was pulled, I was told that it was the start of an infection. So basically, I got dry socket and there was an infection there. So I had to go back to the dentist because I was in pain. I was crying in bed, like crying, couldn't sleep. Was given antibiotics and some medicated gauze that taste horrible. I just had to crack on, nothing for the pain, nothing. The gauze gradually started to come out after the few days I took the antibiotics. I'm not really in much pain anymore, but I do still get a little bit of pain, obviously because the gum's still healing. Now I'm getting problems in my ear because if you get an infection in your tooth after a tooth extraction, like with the nerves and the bone, it pretty much everything you need, your nose, your ears, your mouth are pretty much all connected. So I keep getting this weird pain in my ear. It's like, can you imagine like squeezing a ball and letting go? That's what I feel like someone's doing to my eardrum. So yeah, that's fun. I thought Lenny was coming in the room there. Oh, that would have been embarrassing. So yeah, that's fun. Other than that, I'm cracking on. We're getting stuff gradually put up in the flat. Working.
Staring at herself in the mirror on the restroom door. Voices in her head that mirror what she's heard before. All the things they said to hold her back, they never seem to leave her head and tend to keep her mind at war.
Being paid, we got a new turtle tank, which I probably told you about already. The turtle is now in said tank. We got some new Google Home minis. So we've got one in the living room, one in the bedroom, one in the office, and we're gonna have one in the kitchen, I believe. And yeah, I'm just living my life. I had some blood tests done that were recommended by the doctor to check that I'm not like pre-diabetic or diabetic or have anything wrong with my thyroid. I spoke to the doctors yesterday, all of that came back fine. So your girl is healthy but fat, and that's part of the problem. Like, I'm gonna make a whole another video on it, but the whole like fat positive thing. Like, I get it if you're just a bit overweight, or you're overweight and you still can do like all of your daily activities and stuff. But what's irking is these people who like just promote, but and people are like, I don't do that. Yes, you do. People are promoting that it's okay to gain loads of weight. It's not. I was swept under that rug and I thought it was fine. I was like, oh, I can buy clothes that fit. I can still walk around. I can do this, this and this. I can't. I have lost my independence at this point. I feel like I need help with everything. I panic. I am worried about people looking at us. Loads of other things that I don't want to get into because it'll upset us. But anyway, people like think that if you, I don't know how to explain this without like hurting someone's feelings, but basically I'm not okay with being big. I'm really not. I get it if you can do everything and you're healthy, but when it gets to a certain point that you can't walk up the stairs, or you can't fit in the bath, or you've had a picture taken of yourself and you look hideous, you look actually like massive, stuff like that is not okay. It's really not. If your weight doesn't impact your life in some way or another and you're like 400 pounds, then you are a liar. I'm sorry, you're a liar, because it certainly impacts my life. When I was ill with my gallstones, it was the scariest thing to worry that I was going to be put under anaesthetic and that I could die because of how big I am. That risk is heightened the higher your weight is, regardless of what you think about the doctors. They're the ones that are educated, not you. And that was scary for me. I had to lose weight to be able to have surgery. They couldn't have just done it as an emergency, because I could have died. Anyway, we're getting too heavy, but anyway, there'll be another video about that, but we're doing that. It's way too hot. I got this lovely new bra though, that actually fits. I've had to change bra size. I was measured in a shop and they had it completely incorrect, like the cup sizes were like out here, but the back size fit. So yeah. What else? I don't know, my record player broke. I haven't had it on since we moved. I'll be honest, the cat does chew it. He chews the arm of where the needle goes, and it really upsets us. But anyway, we turned it on yesterday. It played briefly, but did not play through both speakers of the record player. So we were just like, no, it's broken. It's not gonna work unless we bought other speakers, which might not necessarily work. And I was like talking to one of my friends about it. I put a status up. And he's like, what's happened to your record player? And I was like, it's just not working properly. He's like, give us your new address. I've got something for you. I'll meet you downstairs in like 15 minutes. And I come outside and he's like walking along the street with this record player, and I was just like, oh, I could have cried. So the main reason I was annoyed is because Lenny's bought loads of new records recently. When we moved, unfortunately, a lot of my records were warped. If you don't know what that means, it basically means that the record has reacted to the heat and is bent, and I can't fix them. I've tried fixing them and I can't, so I just have to repurchase. So I got a few new records and one that I've had before. I got the My Chemical Romance Black Parade vinyl, which I had before. I'm now going to put my old ones just on display for the artwork. So I got that one. I got the Labyrinth album by David Bowie, not like Labyrinth, the fucking whatever he is. And the Tarzan Phil Collins album from Over the Moon. I'm enjoying working from home. If you haven't got me on Snapchat, add me on Snapchat, because every day I'm doing like a little Disney sing-along. It's sad.
I admit that in the past I've been a nasty.
Estimate the importance of the body language.
I've created a list, like a playlist of the ultimate Disney tunes that I love, and I've been doing a little sing-along on Snapchat, so if you haven't already, make sure you're following. But anyway, I haven't got that long left for me lunch, not that I'm having anything fancy. I'm having a banana, some jelly, and maybe like an orange or something, and a shit ton of juice. So I've got one of these massive bottles. So I'm gonna go do that. I might have another coffee, and I'll talk to you in the next one. I will keep you updated throughout this journey, but there's not much to tell at this point in time. But yeah, I'll talk to you all soon. Love you loads. Bye.